Yo, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Cartier. You in Cartier World. Today we got another reaction video, bro. I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, bro. Start up that dialogue. Man, I appreciate y'all. I see y'all. Y'all been running those numbers up. We need 5,000 subs, bro. Let's get to 5,000 subs. Could y'all do that for me, though? Man, today, we got another hot topic. We got more hot content on the way. So y'all turn on those post notifications. Man, we got Napoleon. The police feared Tupac. Napoleon on police watching because they were scared of his influence. Sheesh. Man, that's heavy talk, bro. For real. We're going to start like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a real powerful person for police to just be watching you in general. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they afraid of your influence. So let's get into it.
Interviewing Mopreme, he was telling me that he feel like Cricket Cops was involved in Tupac murder.
Mm,
So
You never know too. Like you never know when it comes to because you got a lot of like I said, I won't go as far as I believe the government killed Pac.
mm,
I don't believe that either. You know what I mean? His father, he believed that. Others might believe that.
mm.
Everybody have to if this is your opinion, you have a right to your own opinion. I'm not gonna knock that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we got also have to understand that people deal with death differently. So that might be the way Tupac's father can process Pac's death. Like, oh, the government did it to him. Napoleon, like, I don't know if I really agree with that. He feels a different way. You know what I'm saying? And there are theories and this and that, and this person may have did it, that group may have did it. So, it's just these people learning how to deal and process Pac's death.
Um, I don't believe it. Of course, his father's a Black Panther, where he come from a life where they was really tracking him. The FBI was looking for him.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So most of the Black Panthers they come from that background where they think people looking for them now. I don't know. They could be. The FBI could still be, on their heels right now. But they really came from
mm,
that when the FBI was on them. Pac was not saying they wasn't on him because you remember they tried to stop his music from coming out. The
yeah.
president, the government. But I don't think that they had nothing to do with his death. I do think that they fear Pac in a way. And what I mean by
Man, that's crazy. You got the government, the president trying to stop you from releasing music, your career, your job. Like, you know how powerful you got to be for them to be like, oh, hey, I don't want this message released. You have too much influence. Like, that's what they did. They silenced Malcolm X, they silenced Martin Luther King through assassination. And, it's crazy to think that the feds and the government, you're even on their radar. You have that much of a following that they gotta watch out. They like, hold on, man, y'all going against our agenda. And if y'all don't know, Pac's father, Black Panther member, that's a part of their history. The feds and the police looking for them and just after them and hunting them their whole lives. So Pac does come from that stock.
um because Pac did have an influence on the youth.
Facts.
So it started when that kid in Texas killed the police and a sheriff and said that pop music made him do it.
Wow.
So now he and Pac shot two off duty police. So in the eyes of these people, this dude is probably more of a threat than what they can imagine because he come from the Black Panther Party. So he
Mm,
come from a background of people wasn't afraid to take on the government.
mm,
You understand? So I can do see them monitoring Pac. I can do see them keeping an eye on him and hoping that he doesn't get grow and be more influential. But I don't
mm,
think they killed Pac. You know what I mean? I don't think it was the government that did it. I really believe the narrative that's out that he got into a fight with a known gang member
mm.
who was a known killer, as they say, and back home in America, even now, it doesn't matter if you're in California, you're in LA, you can be in Houston, you can be in Jersey, you can be in Philly. You fight somebody, these youngsters love to come back for revenge and use weapons.
Mm.
You understand? So nobody really want to fight with their hands anymore. So I really believe that's the situation that happened to Pop.
Hey man, that's valid. People can't take a L. You know what I'm saying? They get cracking with the fists, and then if they lose or they don't like how the outcome, came out, you know, they go and get them sticks and them toys, and they get to busting on fools, and that's a reoccurring theme. That's more prevalent today than even back then. So I could definitely see that. That's why I'm saying it's the way you personally process Pac's death and what you choose to believe, so you can be sane with it and at peace with it. That's what I think. But yeah, you know, the government, he had power, man. Kid talking about I did this because of Pac. And Pac shooting the off duty officers, you know what I'm saying? All of this is reason why, you know, police could have feared him and followed him. You know what I'm saying?
And Mopreem is the son of Matulu Shakur. May Allah have mercy on him. And, he had a lot of story from his pops. Because they really was on the Black Panthers. Don't get me wrong. But the Black Panthers was doing something rappers wasn't doing.
Mm.
Black Panthers was hitting banks, you know what I mean? Giving food to the poor. They was on the streets getting people off of drugs. So they knew Pac had that in them.
Shout
So I
out to the
definitely would say they was
Panthers.
watching them.
Yeah, I mean, me hearing you break that down like that, you making some good points.
And not only that, Pac himself had disdain. He had hatred for cops. Well, crooked cops, let's say that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Because the same thing, you got to understand, a lot of his music, he was going against the cops.
Mm.
And off his, even personal, when we're around him, he just had a hatred for crooked cops.
Mm.
So one thing about Pac is that, but he used to always say, like, if it's a cop that really do his job and he's feared, we love him. But because he went through what he went through as a kid, you know what I mean? They used to have to, you know what I mean? They used to be in a building and waking up and they got to put peanut butter all over the walls to hide the prints because the FBI is coming. They had to run to another house. So he grew up in
Sheesh.
that environment. You know what I mean? And then he got police brutality against him when he was crossing the street. And then he hear how they put a shotgun to his mother's stomach while she was pregnant. So if you hear this as a kid,
Yeah, man, he got some deep rooted hatred for these cops. You know, you dealing with police brutality. You are a descendant of the Black Panthers, a direct descendant. You know what I'm saying? You grew up house to house, moving, and you know your mother and father are part of this organization where the police are on them, and y'all are constantly on the run from them and plotting against them, and they're plotting against you, and you dealing with your own issues with the police and crookedness. And then you know what I'm saying? That's a lot, bro. It's a lot to stomach and deal with. So Pac, you know, shoot, he I don't know if I want to use the word hatred, but I could see that why they were scared of him, because they inflicted so much pain and so much destruction to him that they was afraid of what he could do with his power and his influence.
you're going to naturally have a disdain or hatred towards the police. When he got older, he realized that all police not bad. You got good,
Mm,
bad cops. Good cops, bad cops. But it seemed like you definitely have a lot of corrupt cops. So, but you also can see why the cops didn't have a lot of
facts.
love for rappers, because rappers was attacking them in their songs. You know what I mean? And Pac shot two off-duty police. So to them, yeah, like I always say, I think the police is the biggest gang in the USA.
Facts.
So they like you shot two of ours, like you know what I mean. This hatred is real now.
Mm. Yeah, man, that's super valid, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know more about this too in them comments. Start up that dialogue. You know what I'm saying? The way they spin it and the way they make it like look. But I just want to know more about this, man. If y'all can, let me know. Drop them comments. And man, it's Cartier, you in Cartier world.